Donna Patrick at Sunset Hill Tree Farm again. And today with the Soil and Water Conservation District, we are talking about Stewardship Week, and I have the grandkids with me to help today. Today we're talking about life cycles. All organisms have life cycles, and they go through different stages of life. So if you're looking at amphibians like we have right here, Levi has an example right there. Let's look at this. This is a tadpole. Can you just let it sit in your hand? There's one tadpole. All right. And then there's another one right there. You see that one is almost a frog. I don't know if you can see it. The one in there, there's the other one. It's almost a frog. So amphibians like this, all organisms start off as cells. Okay, so you have a cell, you have a male cell, which, ooh, look at it. It's cool looking.
His tail's on his arm too.
That's really, its tail is, and all it has to do now is finish using that tail for food, and it will be a full-fledged frog. Isn't that cool? So all organisms start as cells.
Look at him. He just called.
Did he hop? And cell, there's a male cell, which is the sperm, and a female cell, which is the egg, and they come together to create a new organism. All right, half of your DNA or genetic information comes from mom, and half comes from dad. That's the way it is with all organisms. So with amphibians, there's eggs laid in the water, they're fertilized, and then they hatch out to be tadpoles like that one.
They still need the water?
They still need the water. And then they change into frogs or toads. And over here we have Mama Kitty. I'll see if I can get down there where you can see it. And she has one baby that she has with her right now. She's a mammal. Okay, so what pollinators are mammals? They're the bats. Bats, Stetson, letter, I know. Do you see the baby? Bats are mammals, and they have babies like this. They have live babies. They feed them milk, and they raise their babies. And the babies pretty much just look like smaller versions. Did you see her? She's so cute, little baby down there. The babies are just smaller versions of the parents, and so that's a different kind of life cycle. Okay, so next, what about birds? Birds can be pollinators. Birds' life cycle is that a chicken lays an egg, and if it's fertilized, then it will go through a 21 days of incubation, and then a little baby chicken will hatch. The babies look very similar to the mom, all right, but then the mom raises them and they become chickens, and so it's a different kind of life cycle too that starts with a hard egg that's laid outside of the body. There you go. The pollinators that we've been talking about, the butterflies and bees, have a little bit different life cycle. So I'm trying to follow this butterfly out here, and it's kind of hard. But the butterflies and the bees have different life cycles. So a butterfly is going to start off as an egg, and it's going to hatch. And then after it hatches, it is going to, there's lots of butterflies out here, but I don't know if I'm catching them all on film. They're flying all around me, but it starts as an egg, and the egg hatches out to a larva. And the larva is going to look like some kind of worm that will be, on a plant somewhere eating leaves, and they eat leaves and eat and eat and eat and eat and eat until they're completely full. And then, so that's a caterpillar, and so then they form some kind of cocoon or chrysalis, and then they stay in there and go through the process of metamorphosis, right? Metamorphosis. Say metamorphosis. And then in that metamorphosis, they turn into a butterfly. That's right. And then those butterflies, they come out full grown, They don't start small and get bigger. They come out full grown. Whatever kind of butterfly they're going to be, that's what they come out as. And then they live as a butterfly, and that's when they reproduce. They don't eat much as butterflies. They don't eat as much as they did when they were caterpillars. Okay, we can swing. That they do eat nectar, so they don't chew like they did when they were caterpillars so much. They eat the nectar from flowers, and then they reproduce, and that's the life cycle of the butterfly. Bees are similar. Single colony, if they're a colonial bee, that means they're living a big colony, or if they're a solitary bee, they're going to have different life cycles, a little bit different. But they're going to have the young and then the adult form as well. So, life cycles. Interesting. And we have to have places for our pollinators for all levels of their life cycles. And that's why we talk about planting milkweed for our monarchs. Milkweed is the only thing that a monarch butterfly that's the only place they can lay their babies. And that's the only thing their babies will eat. And so they have to have milkweed out and about. And I've noticed the milkweed has started growing on the farm. And so they have to have milkweed in order to grow babies. So, life cycles of pollinators and other organisms. And this is Donna Patrick. I'll see you tomorrow. In the meantime, thank a pollinator.